Lady Gaga is set to release her highly anticipated seventh studio album in February, and despite some bumps along the way, including the underwhelming performance of her lead single Disease, she's pushing forward with a sense of purpose and excitement. The 38-year-old pop sensation has always been one to take risks in her career, and this time is no different. Disease, which debuted at November 27 on the Billboard Hot 100, was seen as a return to her roots for its bold and raw energy. However, despite the critical praise, it hasn't quite translated into the commercial success that many expected. Yet, for Lady Gaga, this hasn't discouraged her. She remains focused on what lies ahead, and she's ready to share what she's been working on in her latest project. In an exclusive interview with Vogue, Lady Gaga shared insights into her creative process and the direction she's taken with her new album. She revealed that she's been deeply involved in the production side of her music, something that has always been a passion of hers. "I love producing. I always have," Gaga said. "Something that was really important to me making my seventh studio album was blending live instrumentation with programming. This combination of live instruments and electronic elements has allowed her to experiment with new sounds and create something that feels both contemporary and deeply personal." The album is described as chaotic in the best way possible, blending a wide range of genres that showcase her versatility as an artist and producer. Gaga herself describes the album as genre-bending, reflecting her ability to blend multiple styles and influences. This chaotic nature of the album is not a flaw, but a feature that she believes offers a deeply personal look into her mind as a producer. She has often spoken about how important it is for her music to reflect her inner world and creative vision, and this album appears to be no different. Her ambition to blend genres speaks to her refusal to be boxed into one category, a hallmark of her career that has earned her both admiration and criticism from fans and critics alike. Though the album might be experimental in some ways, Gaga insists that it isn't all about introspection and melancholy. She describes the album's sound as a darker pop, a nod to her 2009 album The Fame Monster, which was both a commercial and critical success, and helped solidify her place as one of pop's most influential figures. That album, known for its darker and more dramatic tones, is one that many fans still consider to be her defining moment. The new album, while darker in some respects, will not stray too far into somber territory. "The album is not extremely serious," Gaga explained. "It's very fun and meant to be enjoyed at a party, in a club, or at home having personal fun time, to be free of your worries at home or walking through life." This blend of darker themes with fun, lighthearted elements is something that Gaga does exceptionally well, and it's clear that she's trying to offer a little bit of everything on this album. From the serious to the carefree, from introspective ballads to upbeat, infectious dance tracks. Her intention with this album seems to be to create music that can be enjoyed in many different settings, from the raucous energy of a night out with friends to a personal escape in the comfort of one's own home. It's an album designed to be experienced on multiple levels, and Gaga is determined to make sure her listeners can find something to relate to no matter where they are in life. Although Disease may not have achieved chart success many had anticipated, the single was still praised by critics for its raw, honest lyrics and its powerful return to the kind of music Gaga became known for at the beginning of her career. Many saw it as a reminder of the qualities that made Gaga an icon in the first place: her boldness, her refusal to conform, and her willingness to share her personal struggles through her music. But despite the warm reception, Disease debuted at number 27 on the Billboard Hot 100, making it Gaga's worst performance for a lead single in 16 years. For an artist who has routinely seen massive commercial success, this setback could be seen as a disappointment. But Gaga has not let it dampen her spirits. She's determined to stay focused on the bigger picture, her upcoming album, and the potential for greater success ahead. In a more positive turn of events, Gaga has found success in her collaboration with Bruno Mars on the ballad Die With a Smile. The song has become a massive hit, reaching number 2 on the Hot 100 and topping the pop airplay chart, a much-needed win for Gaga after the commercial disappointment of Disease. The song's success is a testament to the enduring appeal of Gaga's voice and her ability to create music that resonates with audiences. It also signals that while Disease may not have struck the right chord with mainstream audiences, Gaga's musical influence remains strong and continues to find new ways to captivate her fan base. Meanwhile, in the world of film, Gaga's performance in Joker Folie Deux has been widely discussed. The film, which is a sequel to the Oscar-winning Joker 2009, had high expectations, especially considering the return of Joaquin Phoenix as Arthur Fleck, and Gaga's casting as Lee Quinzel, Harley Quinn. However, the film has faced harsh criticism, with many calling it a commercial floss. Despite its star-studded cast and the cult following of the original film, Folie Deux failed to live up to the hype, receiving mixed to negative reviews from critics and performing poorly at the box office. One actor involved in the film, Tim, who played a guard at Arkham Asylum, has shared his thoughts on the production. According to Tim, the film lacked a coherent plot and left much to be desired in terms of storytelling. I think what happened after the first Joker, there was a lot of talk like, oh, this was loved by incels, this was loved by the wrong kinds of people, this sent the wrong kind of message, male rage, nihilism, all these think pieces, Tim remarked. And then I think, what if we went the other way? And now they have Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga tap dancing to a point where it's insane. Tim further described how the lack of a clear narrative structure led to confusion among the cast and crew. It has no plot. We would sit there, me and these other guys who were all dressed in these security outfits because we were working at the Arkham Asylum, and I would turn to one of them and we'd hear this crap, and I'd go, what the F is this? And they'd go, this is going to bomb, man. I go, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. His candid commentary suggests that even those involved in the film weren't fully convinced of its potential, and this seems to have been reflected in the audience's reaction to the final product. As Folie Deux continues to receive backlash, Gaga remains undeterred. She's focused on her music, and the upcoming release of her 7th studio album is set to mark another milestone in her already legendary career. Whether or not it reaches the heights of her past successes, it's clear that Gaga's artistic vision remains as bold and uncompromising as ever. With her ability to bounce back from setbacks and continue to create music that pushes boundaries, Lady Gaga's future in the music industry remains incredibly promising. In the coming months, fans can expect to hear a more experimental side of Lady Gaga, one that blends dark and light, personal and party-ready. Her upcoming album promises to be a complex, multi-layered project that will showcase her growth as both a producer and an artist. As always, Gaga is ready to captivate her fans with something new, exciting, and entirely unique. And with her continued success in music and her growing resilience in the face of setbacks, it's clear that Lady Gaga will remain one of the most influential and innovative artists of her generation.